Hey everybody, I'm just setting up my YouTube side, but I figured, you know what, I'm sitting down germinating, so why don't you guys just hang out with me? Let me just get the YouTube side going. I just finally put the brownies in, so the brownies are done, going in the oven now. I did batches of cookies today. Let me just get this YouTube side going. Let me get into live chat. Edit. Well, it says I have excellent connection. Woohoo. Let me just go and see what this is all set up. I hate not having a mouse on my tablet. I mean, my laptop is what it is. Let's see. I'm gonna set it to my. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Just unclicking things I don't want clicked. And then we're going to go over here. And I want to make sure that the replay is there. Hey, Sharon. Okay, Sharon, Shift Kicker, how you guys doing? I'm germinating. I did a short video, and now I'm going to just sit and do it live now. I did up some peas and some cucumbers so far, but I am going to do a bunch more. So, how is everybody? Hey, Moonlight. I'm just germinating seeds. I always get them started in my baggies first. That way I know which ones are sprouted and which ones are not. And I'm not waiting for them to poke through the soil, and they never poke through that. I got tired of that. So now I germinate them first, stick them in the baggies on the coffee filter, and then when the ones that do sprout, I go and put in seed starting soil. And if nothing sprouts of that kind, then I go and I start a new batch. So this is the Garden Sweet Burpless Hybrid. I'm going to do 4 of those. And I'm doing 4 right now of these ones because I'm going to put some outside as well as inside the greenhouse. Whatever I do in the greenhouse, I want to do outside as well, so I can kind of compare and see how each one does in the different environment. And I saved all my bags when I germinated last year. So if I have that same one I'm going to grow, then I'll use the bag. And then if not, then I'll start a new bag, or I'll write over the one, another one. So I'm not wasting. But yeah. See that? There's my cucumbers. And then I just stick them in a container and I let them sit in the warm house or outside. Don't matter if it's warm enough outside. And then once I open them, I have a box of these little tiny baggies that I keep them in so no seeds will ever fall anywhere. And I keep them separate until next year from the stuff that's in my seed starting boxes. I keep them all in one little container so that I have everything that I planted this year in one container. And then I have this, I'm using this, my Thrive notebook that they sent me as my journal for the growing year. So I'll write the name of the seed, when I put it in, what things I might have noticed about it, like if certain things went on the leaves. Or if I had to add like some kind of amendment to it. Know what I mean? So don't mind me. I'm just going to just keep on going. So I'll look at the chat every once in a while. But I have a lot of seeds here. I'm doing my Tasty Jades. Yum, yum. I got to order more Tasty Jades. I don't have any more after this one. But I love my Tasty Jades. Definitely going to order more of those. My dad first did those. And that's where I got them. They're like long, skinny cucumbers. So I'm going to do 4 of those. I'm going to do 5. That way, if one seed doesn't, that way I could have 2 plants outside, 2 plants inside, and then there's that extra in case one doesn't germinate. And I keep them far enough apart on the coffee filter that the roots won't intersect and make it harder for me to pull it out. But I noticed with the coffee filter, they don't really stick to that as much as they do the paper towels. That's why I don't use the paper towels method anymore. Hey, Prepper Steading, honey. How are you? Oh, I gotta change the date on my baggie. So I did these on 4/7 of 21 last year. Well, the first batch I did was March 18th. Remember when I did it way too early? Then I had to do a second batch because the first batch died out. So that's one good thing about reusing the bag you did last year. So I did the first batch. I did a good batch on 4/7, but that was straight outside. Some of these are going to go in the greenhouse and now can sit in there until it's cooperating outside. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about bringing them in and out and in and out. I can just leave them in the greenhouse. Yeah, my coffee filters are wet. I'm spraying them down. Yep. Hey, Garden State Gardener. Yep. Oh, my coffee filters get wet, and I check them every few days, and I find that I have to shuffle them around and because some sprout and quicker than others, honestly. So then when I open them, I just put them in one of these little baggies so that I can never lose any of the seeds. But I definitely got to order more of these Johnnies because I really love the Tasty Jades. They're so good. So far, I've done 1 radish, 3 peas. Oh, I got to put these in a... I did some dwarf gray sugar pea pods this year. And those are new for me. So Todd's feeling a little better too. And I can smell my triple chocolate brownies in the oven. Where are you at, Steading? Thank you, Shift Kicker. You do your thing, girl. Put up those links. I wasn't going to go live, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? Why not? I like being around everybody, So let's just do it. And talk while I'm working, and it won't be so crazy sounding because I'm actually talking to people. You're in Missouri? Oh, well, be safe, honey. Be safe. Okay, so last year I did M.I. Gardner's National Pickling Cucumbers. So I got the same baggie. I just got to put the date on it. 4/1/22. And I'm going to put like 1 or 2 of each seed in the greenhouse and 1 or 2 of each outside and see what happens. That way we can compare just how good they do inside versus outside and where I can control the rain better on the inside of the greenhouse. And I got to call Chris or text him. Hey, Laura Law, Dawn Light. Laura Law, I want to go swimming. I'm ready. I'm having a hot flash. I got to call Chris because I don't know if he volunteered to work this Saturday or not, but I don't want him to. So we can go get the rest of the soil, the rest of the wood, and get the greenhouse totally up and running so that I can just go in and plant. And then he can start working the weekends without worrying about me needing anything done. Because the greenhouse is up, but there's no planting boxes in there. There's no soil in there. So we need to finish that off, and I need to get some more soil. We ran out of soil to finish off the raised beds outside. He's got one almost done, and for my strawberries. And that's what I got to work on next is the strawberries. I got to get out there and plant those because those came and those are ready. So I'll work on that after I'm done this, if I have time. I'll get the strawberries planted into some seed soil. And I'm just going to put those straight out in the greenhouse. Or maybe on the grow shelf. Chris, excuse me. Chris put the grow lights on for me last night. Oh, I would love to go. All this requires a lot of thought. I can't focus on anything these days. I know. I get that way too, Sharon. Trust me. Yesterday was a lazy day. I stayed on the couch the whole day and watched on Netflix, the OA, it was called. Pretty good. And at the last minute, like 4 o'clock, I got up and finally started dinner. Some chicken wings. And, Prepper Steading. I used that honey hickory seasoning you brought me up in the bottle. I think it was the first time and the second time you came up, you gave me some more. Oh my God, it's so good. I never had that flavor. It makes the chicken so good. So now I'm going to have to alternate between the cactus dust chicken flavor one and the hickory honey because that was so good. I wish I had made more, but I didn't because I had like 4 of each flavor of my chicken wings so that I could try different flavors. And that one was the best. That one was, I liked it even better than the chicken cactus dust. Hard to believe, I know. But yeah, so thank you for that. And you brought me so many bottles of that. I have enough for a long time. I am so grateful. I never tried it. We have it around here, and I just never tried it. But my God, when you brought that up, I was like, oh, I probably will never use that in my head. But so freaking good. I'm trying new things, people, all because of you viewers and you friends and you subscribers. And you have helped me get out of my comfort zone and my rut that I was in, you know. So I'll definitely be using pretty much all of those that you gave me. So yummy. I never realized. That's like that Montreal stick seasoning. You brought some of that up too. And you got me some big bottles of that. And I never used that either until like last year. Oh my God, that's good too. Okay, so these are Burpee picklers from Burpee. It says disease tolerant, but you know, last year our leaves were awful because of, I think it was because of all the rain. Oh, that's not the right baggie. I think it was all the rain we got. No, we're not. It's like 50 degrees right now. No snow. But it was cold last night. I haven't gone out to the greenhouse yet. It's all like condensed over. So I know it's working. I wanted to see if anything that I started on the 25th is sprouting. Nothing was sprouting yet. But like I said, I did it out on the last nice day we had on the 25th. And then the next 2 nights were below freezing. And I didn't have the greenhouse done yet. So they stayed outside. But it was just kind of like a fodder around day where I was outside playing because I wanted to be outside. I really wasn't expecting anything to take off. So I only did like 1 or 2 of each thing. Now I'm really starting my seeds. And they're going to go on the grow lights with the lights on there. I mean, the grow shelves. Okay, so I did all my cucumbers. Let's see what I got else in here. I got to start my onions. But I wanted to start my, okay, what do y'all think of starting my onions in these? Has anybody ever done that? It's either that or just in a starting pot, but I was thinking of I have to wait for my soil. I got to do the soil part of it after, so I got to wait on those. Let's see. I think it's too early to start my Silver Queen corn seeds. Should I germinate them or no? Probably not. Put them right in the ground. Oh, here's my pickling cucumber one from Johnny Seeds. Ugh. Celery. These are heirloom celery. I think like the celery and the onions I'll do last when the seed starting soil's ready, and I'll just directly put those in the seed starting soil because you sprinkle a lot of those in one spot. So now I'm going to do cantaloupe. These did not, geez. My cantaloupes did not grow last year because I started them wicked late and we had so much rain that it just killed everything. So now that I'm going to have the greenhouse, I'm going to do stuff in the greenhouse. And I have several varieties. But I got to find my matching baggie. Find my matching baggie. Here's my cantaloupe. And that's the hearts of gold. And then I had honey rock. So I may try a honey rock too. I got to find my seeds. Let's see. These are the ones I started outside. I'm going to try to find my honey rock. I'm doing some marigolds too, but I'm going to put those right into my tomato boxes outside. All right. Hi, Ginger Ninja. I grew a sugar baby and then I grew another one that was a different kind last year, but the sugar baby was so good. But everything got rained out, so I'm going to do a couple in the greenhouse and a couple in, but I got to go get my seeds so I can find the other cantaloupe. I think it's in this one. Yeah, right here. Oh, I got Minnesota Midget. These are honeydew. Oh, do I have a honeydew one? I have a honey rock and a hearts of gold. Here's my honey rock. Oh, then I have a Crenshaw. And then I have a Hale's Best Jumbo. That's what the honey rock looks like. And then this is what the hearts of gold look like. This is the one we have most around here in the stores. So I'm going to do that. Honeydew. Oh, honeydew is not the same as cantaloupe. Oh, I'm definitely doing a honeydew this year. Okay. And I'm going to try a Crenshaw. Okay. I got some new ones I'm trying, guys. And if I have to put, plants outside in pots or something because I don't have enough space in the raised bed, that'll be all right. I got big, huge totes and stuff I can grow in. Okay, so these two I have baggies for. And, yeah, see, last year I started the cantaloupe at 427. So, and I didn't have the greenhouse at the time either. So, I'm starting them early enough to get them. Okay. And I'm going to start a new one for my Crenshaw. Burpee. So what's everybody else doing? So a Crenshaw is a sweet oval-shaped melon with salmon-colored flesh. Grows up to 10 pounds. I'll be lucky to get that. I'll be lucky to get that. Okay, now I had another one I was going to try, the honeydew. So I'm going to do a baggie up for that already too. I like honeydew. I can't have a lot of it, but, and this one, these honeydew are from Heirloom Seeds of New England, non-GMO heirloom and organic seeds. So I'm going to write heirloom so that I can, if this grows really well, I can save these seeds from the fruit it grows, and I'll have more and more and more, and I won't have to keep buying any. So heirloom, and then I'll do heirloom seeds of New England, non-GMO. All right, I write everything, and then organic, and then honeydew melon, and then I put the date over here, and then if I grow them again next year, I could cross that date out and just keep doing it. I know I got to put the potatoes in the ground. I have a bunch downstairs. Oh my God. Some of the stems, the shoots are at the top of the bag because I had it in a paper bag rolled up, and they did wonderful, but I got to get them in the ground. Oh, babe, Mitch, you did a pineapple? My mom did a pineapple years ago. It took 6 years to grow. 6 years to grow big like a regular pineapple. Hey, green thumb prepper. I'm more organized this year because I learned from my mistakes from last year. Laura, I made a lot of mistakes, and we did things so many different ways that it took a lot out of us. It took a lot out of us, honestly. We started in containers, and I did like 100 cloves of garlic in these big round buckets. And I did all that. Not one made it. The following year, and we did them up on top of a planting table and a raised bed planting table. I had Chris build me those, and it was with crappy wood that ended up rotting and breaking. Hey, sassy cat. So we did a lot of things the wrong way the first time to shortcut it, and that's why even the greenhouse, we started it with crap wood. And then he had to take it all down and dismantle it after he got the cattle panels on it. And we went and bought pressure treated because all the wood got molded out with all the rain we had last year. So we wasted a lot of time doing things the wrong way. And I did that with my planting too. I started too early. I grew too much of each thing. Which I'm probably doing the same thing right now. I'm doing too many of each thing, but I won't. And I didn't let any go last year. The smallest ones, some of them you're supposed to thin out and get rid of the smaller ones. And I didn't. I did that, but I didn't throw them away. I planted them. So I did way too many. So I've learned this year not to be so hard on myself and want everything. I had like 80 tomato plants last year. 80. 30 cucumber plants and 80 tomatoes and peppers, and I did way too much. And I didn't throw anything away. I gave a lot away, but I didn't throw any away. And in the end, we lost a lot too because I started too early. So I've learned, not to start everything. I literally just got the lights upstairs yesterday, and he put the lights. I put the grow shelf together last week, and he literally just put the lights on yesterday. So, and I got to heat up the soil with the boiling water and let it sit for 24 hours. So before I can even put anything in the seed pots and get it started, which is why I'm doing this first, so that I can get them germinated, and whatever germinates goes in the pot. Oh, yeah. I got these new containers I'm going to try out, but I still have tons of the other ones. I got these. Prepper Potpourri did a video, and these are my new seed starting containers. They're 2-inch. And then Robbie and Gary gardening channel that I follow. She'll take household containers like that, like this is a mac and cheese one or a sour cream, and she gets the tool, that colored tool people use for weddings and things like that, and she doesn't put any holes in them, in those cups. She plants she puts the tool, a piece of tool in there, and then she puts her seed mix in there, and she grows right in there. And then when she's transplanting, she can just lift it right out, and it peels right off, like it doesn't stick. The roots don't get tangled up, and she can see if something's growing or not. It may not be sprouting. Like once she pulled out the tool, and if she overwaters, she just pours it out of the cup into another plant, and she pours the water. But one of them wasn't sprouting from the top, so she pulled it. She just lifted it carefully. It protects the plants from getting ripped apart when you're moving them around. And she lifted it up out of the cup, and there was roots, so it's just not poking through the top yet. So that was pretty cool. All right, so now we're going to do the honeydew melon. With all these seeds, I might have to do just one planting table in there, so I'm not taking up space for a table spot. I don't know. Or no tables built in there and just use a folding table by the door. I might just have to do that. And it will be all planting space. I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like. We're going to get the cattle panel in there. And the grow boxes built for the tomatoes and the cucumbers. And I can always put pots in places too and bring them outside if I need to. I don't know. It's a whole new world with a greenhouse, that's for sure. It's a whole new world. Because these things vine up and they're going to need space, so I can't do too many in there. Yeah, I got a box of, my box of strawberries is outside. They just came the other day, the strawberry roots, so I got to get those planted. That's my next part here. I'm going to get them planted and put in the greenhouse to start anyway. Or on the grow lights. I might do that. But I got to find bigger pots than those to start my strawberries in. All right, so. And even though I have a bag like this, I still put them in this size bag to keep it all uniform. That way, if they ever got a hole in this bag, I would have them stuck in this one. So, sounds like a headache to me. What? The tool? It wasn't a headache. It looked pretty cool, actually. That way at night when she would get up in the middle of the night and she couldn't sleep, she could sit at her table and germinate and nothing would get wet because they were in the containers and the tool. And then she knew if she was overwatering, so she could just dump out the water. And she grew them right in her kitchen. All right, so I'm going to do some hearts of gold and honey rock. I'm going to do 2 of each because I already got a few of those. What's for hydroponic setups? Watch Prepper Potpourri, Green Thumb. She did a video on it. She took it and she put it in a clear tote that she used to brood her chickens in. She cut out the top of the tote cover and put the wire fence over it. And she took one of those round metal shop lights, but inside she had a grow light from Sansi, which I have the grow light. And it's a cluster. She put in the bottom of her tray a boot rack, a boot tray that fit right in. It was to put your boots on when you don't want your floors to get. She fit it inside her tote, and she used those cups and she put it in there. And she's been doing it for like 7 years, and it's always worked out perfect for her with the light to get the seeds started. And it was her old chicken box, her old chicken tote that she had her baby chicks in. She stopped doing chickens and she started using that, and it was the perfect because it fit a lot of those cups. So Prepper Potpourri is one I've been following for years. She's pretty smart. I try to take a little bit of ideas from everybody. Like I did your onions last year, and I could not get them to grow at all. I don't know what I was doing. I had never grown onions before. They all started wonderful, but I think I overwatered them, honestly, and they molded out. Like they got green, moldy moss or something. I think that was my error, that I overwatered them. And, but I followed your way of doing it, and they all sprouted beautifully. But then I think I just overwatered them because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, oh, I got to water every day. I got to water. And I think watering every day here, I molded the crap out of all that soil. It was awful. I had to get rid of them all. But I've been watching everybody's videos, and I'm really paying attention better than I did last year. I didn't pay attention good last year. I'm going to be honest. I was burnt out with all the research I was doing. By the time it was time for me to plant, I got burnt out, and I just didn't pay attention to what I was doing. And I started way too early, and I did way too many. Now I know, and I didn't know, I could give them away, or it was okay to let some go. I panicked, and I had to save every seed and make it my life's mission to make sure they all took, and I saved them all. And, I know now I had to learn that it's okay to let go. Yeah, I overwatered the onions big time. Yes, I did. And I know that was because everything the way you did it, I followed, and they grew beautifully until I started watering them too much. So it was all my error on that one. I know that. So I'm going to try it again this year. So now that I got you in here, actually, I was thinking of starting my onions in these. Is that a good idea to start some onions in those? I was going to do a thing of red ones and a thing of white ones. I think it would be easier for me to do them in them so I could control my watering and not, I don't know. Yep. I lost some subs recently, Shift Kicker. I noticed I was at like 890 and I'm down to like 800 and something now. Over the last few days it's been. So they're messing with things. Or people are just unsubbing to me. I don't know. But I don't care. I don't care. I know, the regulars that come in here, I come to speak to you guys and just chit chat and have fun. And you're my crew now. All you guys that I know from everywhere. Yeah, I got a notebook right here. Look, my Thrive Life notebook. When I reached a certain rank, I'm going to write everything that I plant in here, the date that I plant it, and if I have to do something like to fix some like discolored leaves and what I do to it, I'm going to write it down. Yep, I'm going to keep a journal for my plants. All right, I'm going to have a cigarette real quick. That's okay, Gardner. I'm not planning on getting monetized, so I'm not worried about it. I know they're going to put ads on my videos anyway. I've heard that whole thing from everybody, but I also see what everybody's going through. Bushcraft got demonetized, and he's been trying several times to appeal it. I don't want to say the wrong thing or have somebody in my chat say the wrong thing and get me striked, because I have a mouth that I don't know the rules and the code words you're supposed to use. So I could just the wrong thing and be striked, and I don't want that. Because this channel is mostly to chit chat with you guys and to have something for my grandbabies and my children to see me long after I'm gone, and they can see how goofy their mother or grandmother was. But they can also see you guys too on my live streams when you come up on live. So you'll be going long after we're all here anyways on my live streams, the ones that come up on my live streams and stuff, and you'll be part of history too. I was at 4,200 watch hours, and YouTube stole 4120 of them. How? I know with Bushcraft, he was saying he had to go and delete some of the videos, and that dropped his watch hours down too. I don't want to mess. That stuff is just so much a pain in the butt. Oh, it looks like it's going to rain. It was just beautiful and sunny out a little while ago. All right. Next, I have my watermelons. I think I'm doing two. I think I'm going to just do. I should have only done 2 cantaloupes of each kind. I got to be okay with throwing some away or giving them away. Because I like the Congo watermelon. I did the Sugar Baby is the ones that really grew great last year. And then I did a Crimson Sweet, and I have a Jubilee. I think I ate one of the Jubilees last year, too. A lot of seeds in that. I'll do 2 of each seed, and 1 of each will go in the greenhouse. If I can. At least 1. Some watermelons will go in the greenhouse somehow, because I am going to have a little area with my watermelons and my... Just now I realized what sub means. Subscribers! You're one of my subscribers, B. Mitch. You want to know what's funny? Is I didn't know what GTSY was for the longest time, and someone told me it's good to see you or something like that. I didn't know what that was. They took at least 100 hours a day. Did they give you a reason why? Oh, the AdSense contract. Is that confusing? Is it? Do you get charged from that part of it too, as well as Yahoo? Or is it all one thing? Like, that's what I want to know. When you do all the monetization, do you get people, like several places taking money from you, or is it just YouTube taking money from you? Yeah, but why did they take it is what I want to know. Did they tell you why they took it? I have about 15,000 watch hours right now. Because I did do a lot of live streams before. I eased back a couple months ago. But I may do more this summer while I'm outside farting around in the greenhouses and stuff, and do more live streams and let y'all come with me. AdSense is how you're paid, just YouTube. Oh, yeah, see, I'd have to research all that stuff too and read stuff, and I don't know if I want to do all that. I don't know. Let's see. Trying to keep the stuff I planted in the greenhouse separate from the stuff that I planted in the house. I mean, that I'm planting now. Okay, so I'm going to do my other stuff first. I'm going to do my peppers next. I got a sweet Sunbright. I got a sweet Juniper. And I got a sweet Big Red. And I have way more varieties in my seed starting container down here. These are my seeds. I have 2 of these. 2 of these, and I have both of them almost filled up. So I have plenty more. I have a lot of heirloom seeds and things like that. But I'm trying to use up the older stuff I bought first. Yeah, I don't think that you're going to have luck with speaking to a human. I won't think I would ever try to monetize. I pay $11.99 every month to not see the ads. Huh. You pay for YouTube? Oh, God, no way. If I don't want to see an ad, I just hit skip ad. I'm not paying. Nope. All right, so let's see. I know I had a juniper pepper baggie here, right here. La, la. What did I do with my towel? I have to wipe my towel and wipe my table. So the juniper one will go first, and I'll just cross out the date and put 4/1/22. Okay. But I want to look and see if I have any other pepper ones in here before I re-wet my. Got celery, pole cherries, paisanos. I'm not doing all those different tomatoes this year. Nope, just doing a couple. I had so many tomatoes. I had to send them to Chris's job, and I didn't eat half of them, and they got like so overwatered outside. I like the brandy wines. I might do some of those again. Let's see here. I think I only did them one peppers last year because I bought some peppers from Home Depot that was started and threw them right in the soil. But I had them under my tomato plants and they just didn't grow. But the green ones grew over there by the greenhouse. I mean, by the garage that were just pepper plants. So I might do one more grow box for my watermelons and have a small grow box or a couple bags. I have tons of fabric pots, and I might just do peppers in those in the fabric pots outside, and then do them in because we're going to do raised beds in the greenhouse too, along the sides and in the middle. So I do have some space where I could put some bags in there too if I want. So we're going to start these ones. Oh, yeah. Some of those ads are crazy, Sharon. You're right. I just love doing the coffee filter method. Oh, my God. I don't ever have a problem, and I find out exactly which ones germinate and which ones don't, and I'm not waiting to see if they poke through the soil. And then if they don't germinate, then I start more seeds. So the green peppers, and we don't eat a whole lot of fresh peppers. So I'm not going to do too many. I'm going to do, but I'm hoping I can give some plants away to my daughter-in-law. Now that her baby's a little older, she might be able to, because she doesn't eat meat. So, and she makes a lot of dishes. So like salads and stuff, maybe she could use some of these plants already started for her, and then she don't have to do all that. This is relaxing for me. I have like 100 fabric pots from 15 gallons all the way down to 3 gallons and 1 gallon. Oh yeah. Then I have tons of hard containers and seed starting trays. I got everything. We got everything. So I don't need anything now as far as pots and stuff. I did dehydrate them. I didn't care for them dehydrated. They just didn't come back. And no matter how big I cut them, they still shrunk so small that they just stayed hard when I rehydrated them. I could never get them back to being the way they needed to be. And I have tons of Thrive Life anyway, so I'm not wasting my time with my dehydrator and running my electric and just cutting and blanching and chopping and putting all that on there. No, not for me. Not when I can just open up a can of Thrive and it'll last me forever. All right, so I got to start a new baggie for my reds, my red peppers and my yellows. I had orange. Todd loved orange peppers. I wonder if I still have them. Let's see if I still have the orange ones. Maybe I'll swap out the orange ones for my yellows. Because Todd, my son, he loves the orange peppers. See, I have tons and tons of seeds. Let's see. I might have used all my my orange ones. Sweet. I guess so. I might have to buy some more orange ones. Yeah, I don't have any orange. I'll have to buy some. So I have to get more Tasty Jades and orange pepper seeds. My buzzer is going to go off on my brownies too. So buy Tasty Jade and orange pepper. All right. Let me go and check on my, oh, there's my beeper. Hold on, I'm going to go get my brownies out of there. Oh my God, triple chocolate brownies. Yum. Yum. All right, all done. Okay. Hi, Miriam. All right. So okay. So I'm going to do burpees, sweet big red peppers. Sweet big red peppers. Thrives in cool conditions. So these will be good out now. I'm going right out in the greenhouse probably. Who knows? As soon as they poke through, I'll put them out in the greenhouse. We'll see. Depends on how the nights get. Well, I want smell-o-vision. Oh yeah, I made Mrs. Fields chocolate chip, Mrs. Fields macadamia. I made Nestle chocolate chip, Nestle macadamia. And I made the brownie mix. I was going to do the cake mix, but I don't have the frosting and I don't want to make my own. And that's enough sweets for right now, so I can do the cake mix next week. Can do the cake mix next week. Because those cookies will be gone by the end of this weekend, I'm sure. The brownies, if I share them, they'll be gone by the end of the weekend. If I don't share them, they'll last me about 2 weeks. Because I only have a small, tiny little piece when I do have them. So it could last me over a week or two. Hey, as above, so below. You're new, I think. Welcome. I'm just chatting with all my regulars in here. They are wonderful people, that's for sure. They're coming along with my germinating journey. I'm so excited. I'm so glad Chris finished the greenhouse. Well, the outside, we still got to add the soil and the planting, the wood part for the planting boxes and the cattle panel in the middle. I don't know. I was going to do tomatoes on one end of the cattle panel and then cucumbers on the other end, but I don't know if that would be too close to each other or not. I heard they're not supposed to be planted next to each other. So I don't know, because the sides of the hoop house, they go like that. They curve. So I'd have to do indeterminates in there. If I did that, I'd have to do them indeterminates on the sides. All right, so now we're going to do some Burpee Sweet Pepper Sunbright. Burpee Sweet Pepper Sunbright. And I'm going to put yellow. And these were, Big Red is kind of tells you what they are, so I don't need to put that. All right. Oh, well, usually I pay attention to chat more as above, but I'm germinating right now. So usually my eyes are glued on the chat and I'm corresponding with you a lot more because I really like to focus on everybody in chat when I do my live streams now. Before I used to get on there and I have tons of people on the panel and I wouldn't focus on the chat and it'd be chats going on and I felt like I was ignoring people. So I stopped having people on the panel all the time. Sometimes at the end of my live stream, like the last 10 minutes, I'll bring people up if they want to come up. But now I like to really focus on everybody that comes to watch me or that's in my chats, because that's where the best ideas are, the best conversations are. And I really want to be a part of that and make everybody feel like they're welcome. And I get so many good ideas from these people. These people in this chat are the people that have helped my channel, and they've helped me emotionally. Some days I just feel like I'm, you know what I mean? I don't want to do anything, and they've gotten me through some days, and they give me the best ideas. They help me out with a lot of issues, like when I need information on something or a product or, just, my gosh. Some awesome people, and I'd rather deal, and interact with them on my live streams than that. So I know Shift Kicker is the bomb diggity. If you watch my cooking videos, then you know I'm a mess in the kitchen. I started this channel because I needed to get over the fear of the camera, because every picture in my house, you'll never see me in a picture with anybody. I always was behind the camera. And I just needed to get over that fear of being on film and being in pictures. And then look at the sun's back out. And then the second reason was I wanted something that my grandbabies and my children could see long after I'm gone and see how crazy their mother or their grandmother was and the things I did wrong when I was cooking and growing. And the things that I did right. So hopefully, they don't listen to me now. Maybe they'll listen later on after they see me do it wrong. So, I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun. And I keep dropping my rag. Hey, Full Monty. You miss it when I'm not on. I'm going to start doing more. When I can get outside, I'll bring the camera and the laptop outside. And I just don't know how spotty the service will be because my router is way over on the other end of the house from where I would be outside. And you all know how bad I am on the phone with live streams. I'd be kicking myself out constantly. And they will publish all your notes. I have like piles of notes over there. 50 acres. My parents have that too, and it's huge. Oh, well, thank you, as above. Sharon, last year, my seeds did not take long. Within 5 to 7 days, I had germination on mostly everything I did. That's why I keep doing it this way. That way, if something doesn't germinate, then I am not sitting there staring at a pot of soil in my starter tray, waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I know, and I can go and start more on a different, a different batch. But I'm doing a lot this year, so I'm going to need a bigger container. I'm going to use my bigger size container. But for right now, I'm just sticking them in there. Yeah, I found this way from the Needy Homesteader. She did them that way, and I've been doing it ever since, and I love it. It works perfectly for me. And like last year, I think I was doing it on a video. I did a video this morning of me starting them, so I'm going to put that up when I first started. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do a video for hours long of me doing all the seeds. So let me just go live and do it with everybody else. So this way, hey, Sassy Cat, this way I still have some footage to put up on a video. And then spring garlic prep. I put garlic, last year I put garlic in the summer, and it went through the end of the fall, and then it went through the winter, and it's still going strong. And then we did some in November too, and that poked through the hay. But this time I did it in the ground. Last year, if you watch one of my older videos, I did them in these big, big blue buckets. And we stuffed hay around them to protect them, and they all died. They all died. The stuff in the ground is looking good. Okay, what should I do next? My watermelons? My watermelons? My sugar babies are heirlooms. I love those sugar babies. Those were so good. But if I ask him to make any more raised beds, he's going to want to throttle me. We were going to get the wood for... I told him... Did I tell him one more? I can't remember. I can only go so far that way because we have the septic thing there. But I would like to do... Oh, God, he's going to want to kill me. He's going to want to kill me. We'll see. We'll see. Let me see. Let me find my watermelons. They're probably at the bottom of the stack, That's how it works with me. I did a lot of... Oh, yeah, there's my orange baggie that I did. I didn't save any seeds. All right. Yep, there they are at the bottom. Okay, so this is a watermelon. This is my Jubilee. Do I have Jubilee? Yes, I do. Jubilee. And then I had my Sugar Baby heirlooms. That's right here. Then I had my Burpee Crimson Sweet, which is right here. And my Congo. Oh, and then I did Carolina Cross. But I don't know where those are. I wonder if I don't... Let me see. It's probably still in here. I probably didn't pull that out to do them because the Carolina Cross. Plus, my thought is if I do the sugar babies and more of those plants, then Todd can take his own little watermelon and not have to share with his sister. And there'll be less twin fight matches going on. That's why Chris did the water barrels last year, and we did one over there by where the back of the garage is, and he attached it to the drain spout, and then we put the drain spout on the bottom of the barrel, and he attached a hose to it, so I can do just that little closed-in area where my garlic is or whatever. We're going to put corn there, too, probably. And then another one at the end of the house, right where the spigot is right in front of the greenhouse. And it's literally not far from the house. It's a few feet. So my hose, I can run it in there and then run it right out to the grow boxes right next there. So it's going to be easier. But I'm also going to get those water hoses for in the grow beds too. Gardener Josh sent me the link for them. So I'm going to get those too. And if everything is set up the way it needs to be in the greenhouse, I don't leave to go anywhere. We don't go on trips or anything, so we wouldn't be gone for long periods of time. So I don't mind grabbing a watering can and going in and watering. I enjoy that, and it's like a relaxing time for me. So I'm not worried about it. And the stuff outside, is rain and yeah, I did paper towels too, Miriam. But I found that if I didn't get to them right when they germinated, then they stuck to the paper towels and it was pulling them. I just worried too much of ruining the root. With these coffee filters, they don't stick. They're not so linty as the paper towels. And I've had better luck with these than I've had with the paper towels. So I stick with that now. But I totally get it. I do. Because that's how I started. And they came out perfect, except there was one time I didn't get to them right away to transplant them right away. And they stuck. And it was like pulling them off. I just felt like I was going to damage the root. So I just go to the Dollar Tree and I get these because Chris drinks coffee. So every time I go to the Dollar Tree, I buy 2 packages. I have quite the stash of these things downstairs. And I have a gardening drawer downstairs in those plastic 3-drawer sterilites on the wheels. And I have a drawer that's just for gardening. So I keep my jute and my labels, my label sticks, and like these label sticks. I picked some up last year at the Dollar Tree. But I also took a mini blind and I broke down all the slats. And I got like hundreds and hundreds of them from a mini blind that was broken and we couldn't use anymore. So I keep all that garden stuff and these baggies, like the ones I had from last year, I just keep them all in that garden drawer and I pull everything out when it's time to do it. It's so that way I know where everything is. And I have like another drawer underneath that for batteries and another drawer underneath that for my canning lids. I have one drawer for just my wide mouths and one drawer for my regular mouths. And then I have 2 3-carts, one on top of each other. And one drawer has all my Presto canning supplies because I buy extra canning supplies for all, like right down to the handles. I buy extra handles for my canners and the gauges and the seals and all that. So sugar baby. There's my. Okay. What did I do? I don't know what I did. All right, we'll start with the Congo. I don't know what I did. Actually, I have those things from the Dollar Tree. They're like stackable. They're stackable, and they have 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you stack another tower on top. They're stackable towers. And I'm going to do strawberries in those too. Awesome, Moonlight. Are you still listening, Moonlight? I just got your text, honey. All right. Oh, great. Congos. Good thing I put the ones I open on this side because I can tell I'm losing track because I'm forgetting what I'm doing. After Lee, of course, what? What, Be Charming? After Lee, what? Did I miss something? You know me, I'm spooing at the mouth right now. What did I miss, honey? What's after me? Is someone going live? Because I can get off. Give someone else a chance. Congo. Who's Who's going live? Anybody going live? It'd be hard for me to go back up to. What do you mean, Phil?
Ooh, cookies.
Heroic said the same thing.
Are they done?
Yeah, they're done. They're in the bucket. That clear bucket. You see it?
Yeah.
You feeling better?
A little, yeah.
You sound much better. You'll be able to go to school on Monday. I'm glad I kept you out the rest of this week. That was my son. It's his last day homesick. He had the sniffles and stuffy head and sniffles, but I think it's because he went outside the other day in his bare feet when we were doing the greenhouse, and him and Sierra were fighting, and he came out to tell his side of the story, and he was in his bare feet, and it was nice out, but it's still not nice to be barefooted out there, and being at school around other kids that might have the sniffles, because I tested him twice and he didn't have any what. So it was just a cold. He had a little fever, but he also was in a sweatshirt and long fleece pants in bed, wrapped up while I had my heat up to 70 in the house. It was a cold night. So the house was really hot, and Chris was sweating at the table. So I'm thinking, so I had him take off his pants and put shorts and put a t-shirt on when he was in bed. And I had a wet, cold face cloth, and it went right down. So I think he was just overheated from being in a big sweatshirt, fleeced long pants, 70-degree house under a fleece blanket. No, he doesn't like the camera. No, he doesn't. He doesn't, Dawn. Even when I get him to try food like that I've made and to have him on the video, he just hurries up and gets out. If you noticed. Yeah, he doesn't like that. That's all right. Chris gets a little frustrated with me too when I have him try food, his dinner, because now he just wants to dig right in. He doesn't even want to take time to say anything at the end of the videos. So I try to get him to give a thumbs up. He's so busy shoveling it in. He doesn't, Okay, I think I'm going to do more sugar babies than anything. I may have to cut out part of my grass over there and just do a big patch of watermelons. Maybe I'll do its own raised bed. We're doing 4x8 raised beds. I have 2 small ones there, but I want to do some big 4x8s, which we've been doing. Thank you, Miriam. Yeah, he's feeling better. Are these? Oh, these are my sugar babies. My problem is when these germinate, I'm not going to want to let any go, So I probably am doing more than I should be. Again, I'm doing more than I should be. But I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I didn't write the date on here. My bad. My bad. Because I just thought of it. And these sugar babies are heirlooms. So I got to remember to save some seeds from them so that I don't have to buy another packet. Yeah, be charming. Because he gets home to where I'm already hungry. Some nights I eat before him. And so he just wants to eat. Dawn. He's not picky. He's been in jail before. So when you've been in jail, you're not picky. He said his biggest highlight was the ramen noodles with Slim Jims in it. It was a big thing back then. He was in jail way before he met me when he was 19, I think. I think it was. Or after. I don't remember. I wasn't with him. I didn't know him at the time. So he's not a troublemaker no more. Let me tell you, after that experience. Nope. And it was a drunken moment. That's why. with a bunch of other idiots. But it scared him straight, let me tell you. Anyway. Is Mayhem in here? Oh, you're moving, Green Thumb? Oh, congratulations. Hey, Firefly. I'm germinating seeds, girlfriend. I'm just going to do 2 Jubilees. This one's a pretty big one, it looks like. Whether it grows the same size as what's... I'm just going to do 2. We're going to have a lot of watermelons. Watermelons! Watch, this will be the year that everything grows perfectly, and I just don't have space for everything. And I'm running around tending to the stuff like a banana brain and... I'm literally on my toes all day long. Oh, he dropped a short. I'll have to go watch it all later. Oh, God, what time is it? Oh, it's only 12:18. I was going to say, I got to go pick up Sierra, but nope, not for a couple hours yet. Have a great day, Green Thumb. Bye. Good luck with everything today. Okay, the watermelons are done. I got a pile of stuff here. Imagine if we liked cauliflower and asparagus and squashes and all those turnips and beets like everybody does. I couldn't do this. We need a heck of a lot bigger greenhouse. I can't. Now I see why Danny at Deep South Homestead is on his 3rd high tunnel. And then he's still got other greenhouses on top of them, just smaller ones. All right, cigarette break. Because I've got a pile of stuff here. Well, Green Thumb, you're gonna kick butt at all this, and everything's gonna work out just fine for you. And I wish you a lot of luck, honey. A lot of luck. It'll all work out great. Okay, this one I'm gonna put back because I'm not gonna do those. Oh, let's see. How about my lettuce? Did he ever say anything about those containers I showed him for my tomatoes? I mean, for my onions. Oh, these heirlooms. These are heirlooms. This is bib lettuce. I never grew bib lettuce. 7 to 10 days, 1/4 of an inch deep, 18 inches, 43 days to harvest. My God, my eyes. So we're up in the yellow. May to July. May to July. I'm going to put them in the greenhouse and see what happens. All right. So we're going to do that. That's a new one because I never did that. So I need a new bag for that. And these are Ferry Morse brand. Ferry Morse. I went bananas collecting seeds. I just have an addiction. I don't even like gardening all that much, people. I really don't. Maybe because I made it so hard on myself last year. But I really wasn't thrilled with gardening. I don't like it, honestly. I think this part's the best part. But I keep buying tons and tons of seeds. Like, if I see them, I get them. I mean, I do. I spent a lot of money last year on seeds. From the Urban Garden Homesteader, from the Heirloom Seeds of New England, to packets like this, to Johnny's, to M.I. Gardner. Yeah, I just kept on buying and buying and buying. So this is bib lettuce. Never heard of that, but we're going to try it. I do eat it though, but I don't eat a whole lot of variety of stuff like all the squashes and whatnot. So we do eat what we grow. And I gave a lot of tomatoes away because I did way too many last year. Like I do a whole packet of one kind of seed and then I do another whole packet. I had like 80 tomato plants and it was ridiculous trying to get them all outside to get acclimated to the weather for a few hours a day. And some got dropped and it was too much. So this year I'm not doing that. And they're going to go straight out to the greenhouse. I'm not farting around. They're just going to go out to the greenhouse and pray that it all works out. Firefly, how's your day going, honey? You're at work. It's good to see you back at work. I gotta find out from Chris if he's... Hold on. I don't want him to work tomorrow. I want to be able to go out and get the wood and stuff. Because now we can finish up, even if it rains, because we're getting the inside of the greenhouse done. You hear the birds, guys? Can you hear them? I think. All right, I'm supposed to be having a cigarette, and here I am. I'll have to go watch Mayhems, and I got to go watch the other one Heroics. Don't you do lettuce straight? You don't do it on the German. I'm gonna try to do it on here. Oh wow, they're tiny. That's right. I forgot. Well, I'll just throw a couple, but then I'll do them in soil like the onions. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I don't think you're supposed to germinate them on here. Forgot about that, but I'll just put a few, see what happens. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to just start them right in the soil, like the onions and the celery and the... We shall see. Yeah, I only have a window half open, but I have my side door, my back door where we go in and out open to the porch. Oh. All right. We'll see what happens. I'll put these back in here to do more when I'm ready to do the onions and stuff. Carrots too, aren't they really small? Oh, maybe not. These are heirloom. I don't know what they look like. I never grew carrots. Oops. Oh, wow. Those are tiny, too. I'll do those straight to soil. Okay. I bet you the celery is small, too. Now we'll go to the tomatoes, I guess. So I picked out a lot, which I don't think I'm going to do them all. I'm going to do some beefsteaks, some brandy wine. Those are going to be my two big ones. Because I'm going to do a plant in the greenhouse and a plant outside of the big tomato, of the big ones. And then I'm going to do, getting my packets all wet. I know I had an orange packet of seeds. Where are they? Oh, right here. So then I was going to do the honeycomb hybrid. And then I was going to do the baby boomers. These are determinants and these are indeterminants. Because I'm going to do determinants. Oh, I still got to figure that out. I still got to figure that out. Then I had Best Boy hybrid, Red Siberians. But these are heirlooms, and their earliest tomatoes. This Russian heirloom tolerates cooler temps and delivers heavy yields and excellent flavor. The first tomato of the summer. So I was going to try some of those. These ones are determinant. These are determinant. So I was going to do like 1 or 2 in the greenhouse of these. And then these 2 big ones were indeterminates. So I was going to do 1 in the greenhouse of each and 1 outside. And then I have the sweet 100s. I also have celebrities from Johnny Seed. But I can never tell if they're determinate or not. It doesn't ever say it on the label. Oh, yeah. Duh, hybrid determinant. Are you putting trust in God? Oh, no, not Russian tomato. I bought these a long time ago, like 2 years ago, these Russian ones. Chris, I texted Chris to tell him not to work tomorrow. I want to finish up on the greenhouse. You know what he says? Yes, I know. House Donkey told me. So he was listening to the live stream. House Donkey. Oh, God. Okay. The tomatoes always throw me off. I get so overwhelmed when I think about what tomato plants I'm going to do. Because, where's my tomatoes? Look at that. I'm talking so much I let my cigarette run out. But I have, like, okay, I have a big container of, look at, this is just my large tomatoes. This is just my box of large tomatoes. Okay, that's not even my cherry tomatoes. That's my large tomatoes. And Rutgers. I had Rutgers, but they didn't grow last year. Maybe I'll do some of those. I think my choices are going to be more than my greenhouse can handle. Honestly. I wanted to try the Rutgers too, because I did the brandy wine. Where's my Rutgers? I have like Porterhouse Hybrid, Burpee's Long Keeper, tons of Burpee's Summer Choice, 4th of July Hybrid. Those look fabulous. 4-ounce fruits ripen extra early in clusters on high-yielding plants, and they're indeterminates. Just want to try everything. I really do. I want to try them all. Look at this, the Gladiator Hybrid. Look at the size of those things. Chris told me absolutely no to another greenhouse. He told me no. Told me no. I said, what about a high tunnel kit like Deep South? I think he was thinking about choking me right there in that moment. But look at it. I got beefsteak. Steak sandwich hybrid, super beef steak, Burpee's super steak hybrid, heirloom, paisanos, which I have so many, brandy wine. Here's my Rutgers, brandy wine pinks, new girl. I just took out more. Oh my God. But you know what? I can always do them outside in planter pots too. And if I have to put the tarp over them, like the canopy over them to save them from rain patches, then I'll do that. Sorry, Chris. Could you imagine if Lee and Chris moved, how long it would take to just move all their prepper stuff? I know. Cherokee Purple and Roma, I heard, are really good, the Cherokee ones. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, it would be like a convoy. Oh, it sure would. Oh, God, you know. All right, let me see if I can find the baggies for my tomato seeds. So I didn't do the Carolina Cross watermelon. I'm not doing Amish paste. I already did my radishes. I'm not doing Amish paste again. Oh, yeah, I was looking for the sweeties. I was looking for the sweetie cherry tomatoes. That's the onion. Lettuce. New Girls, do I have that one out? I think I put that one back. All right. My Brandywine, the Rutgers, not doing Roma. I'm doing beefsteak, I think. I'm not doing the Moneymaker tomatoes. I'm not doing the chocolate cherries. Gardener's Delight Pole Cherry, I don't know. We'll put that at the top. I'm not doing Paisano. And I'm not doing beans. And my onions and celery are at the bottom. All right. So, yeah, there's a lot of different new ones out. So, we'll do the Brandywines because I know I have a bag for that already. I lost my pen. Yeah. It would be tough to move. Chris would kill me. He'd freaking kill me. All right, so the Brandywine pinks. These ones were heirloom. The burpees, it actually says heirloom on it. And I had a good one last year. I should have kept the seeds. I forget about keeping the seeds. I know I should be, but I forget. I specifically write it on here, and I still forget to keep the seeds. And I've kept pill bottles, but pill bottles are so bulky. I think I'm going to try to order a bunch of little envelopes. I'm going to write that down to put my seeds in. Little envelopes for seeds. I do have regular white size ones, like the regular size, not the long letter ones. But I'd like the top ones, the top flaps. All right. So Chris knows not to work tomorrow. We'll get up. We're going to go. And we're going to get the wood. We're going to get the, I ordered the flooring, but I didn't order it from Growers Solution. It was $95 for the 3 foot by 300. It was $95, but I found it at Home Depot for $40. And it's just going on the floor so that I can sweep out easier. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to get the $40 one. It was still 3 feet by 300. So it was the same footage, just cheaper. Bye, Shift Kicker. Have a good day, honey. So that way I could put some extra money towards some more soil because we're going to go stock up. I ran out of soil. And some more wood for inside the greenhouse. All right, so Brandywine. I got 4 of those. 2 for in the greenhouse. Have a good day. Be safe out there. And yeah. Soon as I put this tablecloth on the table this morning and got my tripod set up and all my stuff on here, Jack put his big fat hiney right in the middle of the table. Well, first he was over at the corner, and then I left the room for a minute, came back, and he had moved into the middle. Little shit. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So I hope I'm not boring you guys, because I can jump down and, finish. All right. So the next one I have here is the sweetie. Oh, that's the one I was looking for. I even have strawberry seeds from scratch. I probably should have used those first instead of buying seeds. All right, so cherry tomatoes. There's so many I got here. I got tasty treats. Full, abundant clusters of bite-sized, bright red, 1-ounce fruits are produced on indeterminate vines. I got tomato pole Principe Borghese. These are heirloom. Luscious, sun-dried, or oven-roasted gems. Tangy and sweet, heavy yields, excellent storage. Had those for a couple of years. These are the sweeties. Sweet cherry-sized tomatoes form in small clusters on tall plants, indeterminates. And then I have several packets of these ones. Super sweet 100s. Deliciously sweet cherry type are extra prolific and long, multiple branches, clusters, indeterminates. And then I have cherry baby hybrid, new for 2021. Super productive plants have dense cascading clusters up to 350 sweet 1-ounce cuties. Good in a large container or the garden, indeterminate. Then I have these baby boomers one. Bush type plants produce a bumper crop of 1-ounce cherry tomatoes bursting with flavor. These are determinate, so these will go in the greenhouse. These are indeterminates. Then I have chocolate cherry. Another chocolate cherry that I opened. I have red cherry from Seeds of Heirloom. 6-foot plant, indeterminate vines. Cherry bombs from Johnny's. Are there any in there? No. I got a couple herbs that I was going to start on, but I don't know how to do herbs. There's only a few in here. These are small. I must have opened these already. Then I got the sweeties, which I opened. I might as well use the rest of those. These are indeterminates. And cherry baby hybrid. Did I already say that? I probably did. I don't know now. All right, I know I'm going to do the orange ones. Bumper crop. And these are determined, so that's for the greenhouse. These is indeterminates. What are these? These are indeterminates. That's the problem. I have a lot of indeterminates because I thought that's what I needed all the time. You know what? There's still a lot of seeds in here. I only have so much space. These are indeterminates. So do those two outside. This one inside. That'll be good for now. That'll be good. I'm not going to go bananas. I think I'm going to separate my boxes into determinants and indeterminates too, because I don't know why that screws me up so much. Batting your bottle of cinnamon around. Oh, Jack loves bubble wrap. He does. He loves bubble wrap. Okay. So I got my cherries. Now back to the big ones. I'm going to do Rutgers. What is the red Siberian? I'll do one red Siberian, one Celebrity, one Rutgers, one Super beefsteak. And I want to do the 4th of July hybrid. Ripen early in clusters. Fruiting early. Determinate, so that can go in the greenhouse. Indeterminate. Indeterminate. Ooh, the red Siberian are determinate. Ooh, and the celebrities are so I could put most of those in the greenhouse. All right, I think I got it. It's a little more than what I wanted to do, but I have tons of tomato cages. I can plant some outside. All right, let's see. So let me find my Rutgers. There it is. And they were heirloom. The ones I had last year were heirloom. Yep, these were burpees, but they were heirloom. See that? Determinate Dawnlight only grows to about 4 feet high. And once they bear all the fruit, they're done. Indeterminates grow sometimes to 8-10 feet high. I've had some outside by the garage that grew over my roof, taller than my roof, and they just kept going till the end of the season, and then they died out. But determinate only get to 4 feet about, and once they deliver all the fruit, they're done. That's it. So with the greenhouse only going so high, I'm going to do most of my determinants in there. I'm going to try one in the middle because we're doing a cattle panel down the middle. So it'll be at the highest point. I'll do a determinant in there. And if it gets too much, I'll just snip it down, you know. But my goal is to try each item that I'm planting outside to plant one inside to check the difference on what does what. How well one does inside versus out. It's, you know, it's like a test for me right now. We're going to go get more soil tomorrow. I'm going to get the, hopefully I can find the Coast of Maine soil. I really like that. It's the one my parents use. I have a couple bags in the greenhouse that he brought for me from the shed. I could have put them in the strawberry bed, but I had him bring them in the greenhouse. We could have probably finished off the raised bed for the strawberries with that, but I didn't know if we would get to go this weekend, so I had him put them in the greenhouse so I could start my strawberries in the greenhouse. But I have a feeling I won't get to that, so we'll just go load his truck up tomorrow with more soil, or Sunday, and then get the wood at Home Depot and get those boxes built inside the greenhouse, and then I can just start growing stuff, and once it produces on the grow shelves in there, I can transfer it right out to the greenhouse. All right. My parents, Dawn, that's all they've ever done is big gardens and greenhouses, and they did it for a living. And I didn't pay attention. And they still do it. They got all my sisters out there every year with them learning. And I don't go up there and do it because I just don't want to be out there in the sun all day and doing it. You know, it's a lot of hard work, and it's all in the ground, and outside it is. So I can't be outside that long, you know, and it's a long walk from there where they do it to their house. It's a long walk, so long that they've got to take a gator machine, a 6-wheeler. And I just don't want to. I just don't want to. I get dizzy too if I'm out too long. All right. So I need to do, I did these last year. Where's my burpee tomato, beefsteak? I'll write super beefsteak. Super beefsteak. And these are indeterminate. So it must be the same bag. Guys, I'm making this so much more enjoyable by being here with me. I know I'm probably boring you guys, but you're making it much more tolerable. Looks like it's going to start downpouring outside, honestly. But if it's rainy tomorrow when we get back, we can just pull my car out of the garage and he could cut the lumber right in the garage and bring it right over to the greenhouse and get it put in, and we can get the soil put in. Or we can get it all purchased tomorrow, and then Sunday we could put it all in. But either way, it's getting built. The inside's getting done tomorrow, this weekend. Because I got to get those strawberries in the ground. Or I have to get them planted. It's just the roots. I bought the bare roots from the company. And I could go out there today and fill up the towers and get them in, but I just haven't. I'm doing this part first. I want to get these started. House donkey. I have a hard time calling him house donkey. I have to call him prepper steading or just steading. I just like that. But calling him house donkey, I don't know why I have such a hard time calling him that. Maybe because he's really much smarter than that word implies. He is unbelievably smart, guys. So when he was talking with Sierra at the table about snakes and stuff, I was like, what? He knows all about that stuff. So I don't think of him as that way. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. These ones I had opened. I wonder why. There's a lot of tomatoes sitting here. I really probably shouldn't go overboard. We gave a whole lot away. He is funny at times. He definitely is. Definitely is. But he's also very smart, believe it or not. Let's see. I'll do the sweeties because I have that bag already. That's my thing. These are Gardener's Delight. These aren't Gardener's Delight. Oh, that's the wrong bag. Ah. Wait a minute. Right here. All right, so these are burpee. Yep, burpee, sweetie. Cherry tomatoes. I don't know why I wrote the word organic on here, but I don't see it on the packet. Maybe it ripped off. I'm going to definitely need a bigger box, a bigger, I'll use my big square see-through container. Just do a couple. Even if I have to put one different type of plant next to each one, you know, in the greenhouse. I wanted to do more determinants this year, you know, because I didn't do any determinants last year. I think I did all indeterminants, and they just kept going higher and higher. But I want to do some more determinants. Hey, Prepper 101. Okay, so now this is other packets of stuff I've never done before, so I have to start baggies for those. Because I got Gardener's Delight pole cherries. Nope. And I have Moneymaker tomatoes, which I didn't do, heirlooms, but I'm going to leave those in case I ever decide to do them again. I'll have the bags all set up. So let me just wipe this down. And we're going to do, these are from Botanical Interests. See the name at the bottom? And they're heirlooms right there. So I got those at this place called Clem's out here. It's like a family-owned one stop for farmers. They have everything, horses, animals, and that's where I bring one of my individuals when I worked for the center, and she worked there. So I would go and walk around for 2 hours and I would shop, and I got to use her discount. So that helped. I bought the parakeet stuff there. I bought everything that I bought canning. I bought there, and I did it while I was at work. So that was even better. Because I always took my own car. And I got it all at a discount. Because she used to get like 30% off. So I got my bug out bags there. Okay, so these are determinants. And my thought is, if they're determinants and they produce and die out, I can pull them out and put something else in that spot if I have enough time. You know, in the growing season, in the greenhouse anyway. So that's kind of why I want to do determinants in there mostly. Because then I could pull them out and start something else. So these are hybrid celebrity. And they're determinants. Okay. So we'll get to those. Get to the baby boomer hybrids. It's a cute name. So burpee, baby boomer hybrid. And it's a determinant. And then 4, 1, 22. And then I'm going to do the orange ones. The kids like the orange ones. Burpee, honeycomb, hybrid. And these are indeterminants. Okay. Then I'm only putting like 2 seeds on 2 or 3, just in case one, I have one for the greenhouse, one for outside, and then one if one of those don't come through. And then I'm going to do the 4th of July hybrid, because I have tons of planter bags outside in the garage. And now I know I could throw the canopy up if it's going to rain for several days and just put them under the canopy to save them. Tomato. So the 4th of July hybrid burpee indeterminate. And then one more. Hope I'm not boring you guys. Now I'm doing the best boy. There was a channel, I watched this channel, Our Half Acre Homestead, and she has these one type of tomato she really loves, and I can't remember the name. I'm going to have to go back, and she's in Canada. I got to go back, but she really loves them, and I wanted to try those. So I might go back and find that video. Okay, so those are the tomatoes so far. Quite a few. Oh, I'm doing way more than I planned on doing. Now that I'm looking at this pile of stuff, I'm realizing I'm doing way more than I originally planned, and I only brought up one grow shelf. Ugh. And 4 lights. That's all I brought up. We shall see. You're watching and learning. What not to do, maybe, is grow so many. I said I wasn't going to grow this many, and I am. I'm doing the same thing again this year. But now I know that I cannot grow. I don't have to keep them all. It's not going to be a sin. And once they're like in the greenhouse, and where they need to be situated, I can kind of just not have to bring them in and out, because I won't have to do all that. And then all the storm, remember the storm we got last summer? And Chris is out there trying to move the tomato plants and all that other crap. I'm not doing that. Nope. We're not going to have that many extras to where he needs to run around and do it. Because I can't put up the tarp out in a thunder and lightning storm and have it break my poles and knock the top through. That already happened when I bought it. We forgot to take it down one night, and rainwater pooled on top of it and bent one of the arms on it. So luckily it still works, but I can't have so much outside that we'd have to run around and move things to protect them. I'm not doing that this year. I'm just not. Whatever's in the raised beds, that's pretty much going to be it. And, if I have 1 or 2 pots that I could drag into the garage or into the greenhouse somewhere and save them that way, then yeah, but not 20 or 30 that we'd be rushing around like a mad person trying to save these plants. Nope. And then half the stuff he brought to work anyway. And we gave a lot to our neighbors, and we gave them a lot. It was just too much for us to eat. That's what she said. Well, I've been on YouTube since 26th of February of last year. Sharon, there's no way we can track that when we subscribed. I never looked to see if there was. Oh my God. I have a humongo pile over here, guys. Humongo pile. Problem is I buy all these seeds and then I want to try them all. I can't just stop at one type of tomato. I mean, Oh my God, wait. This is just some. I haven't even finished my pile over here of tomatoes, but can't even lift them all. That's a lot. It's a big pile. And I still got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the tomatoes. Then I have carrots, lettuce, sweet onion, red onion, yellow onion, corn, celery, parsley, basil, and marigolds. Yeah. The marigolds I probably could just put outside. You think I could put them outside in the greenhouse and get them? I never grew flowers. So these were to go into the raised beds with my tomatoes. These are the honeycomb hybrid, the little orange tomatoes. Sierra likes those in the store. So we're going to do some. I haven't taken anything out for dinner. What am I going to do, guys? I've been so busy. I didn't take anything out. I didn't. And there's really no leftovers. I don't know. I usually order out on Fridays. I want to get one of their Caesar salads. Can you believe I've never had a Caesar salad? Never had a Caesar salad. But my daughter loves Caesar salad, so I may try to get a Caesar salad tonight. I think that's probably what I'll do. Sassy Cat, determinate and non. So determinate is when the plant grows to about 4 to 5 feet high, produces all their fruit, and then once it's all done and produced on the vines, it's done. It doesn't grow any higher. It doesn't produce any more fruit. Indeterminate will grow to, I've got them to 10 feet high, and they grow till the end of the season, and then they die out, and they'll just continuously grow fruit on them. But you got to pull the suckers off. There's a little stem that will come out in between the branches where the branch comes and then something comes off it. There's always this little branch that it's called the sucker. And so a determinate only grows 4 to 5 feet high, produces the fruit once, and that's it. It will die and be done. Indeterminate will keep going and keep going and keep going. I love Olive Garden, but I want to pay the truck off, the truck repairs off. I don't want to order anything too expensive, because when I order Olive Garden, I go overboard, and 2 or 3 orders of the beef, the bread rolls, and then I order 2 or 3 salads, and no. And then Chris would have to go get it, and I don't want to do that to him. I haven't had him stop at McDonald's or Burger King in so long because he doesn't like stopping after work. It's a little out of his way, so I've stopped doing that. And I don't want to do that to him. So usually what we'll do is, if I do order out, it's from the grinder place down the street, because it's right on his way. And I'll order it, pay for it, and then he just picks it up, and he can eat and sit down when he gets home. But I love Olive Garden, and I keep seeing the commercials for it. And I'm drooling. And I'm wanting it. And when he sees it, he wants it too. And once the truck is paid off, the repairs, then I got to get mine in there too. Okay, so sun keeps going in and out, in and out. So I put them in these baggies. That way, if it tips over or something, that they don't fall out of the container. And when they're in the baggie this size, I know I've planted them. So I can look back over my notes or something and see if they did well, or if there was major problems with like leaves getting attacked or blight or things like that. I'm going to start putting notes in that notebook, and this way I know, okay, this was something that I planted at one time. It was in this envelope. It's not something new that I never planted, because my brain's going to go after some point. These I bought, and germination test date was 3/20. This is Johnny's seed. So these were tested on 3/20, and I never planted them. So we'll see how they hold up now. And there are a lot here at the top. There are a lot at the top here. I'm almost done, guys. What are you all having for dinner? Let me live through you. I also got to get an oscillating fan or two for the greenhouse. And for in here when they start to sprout. I didn't do that last year. This year I'm going to, but my stalks, my stems and stuff were pretty thick. I did do very well because I brought them out early and I got them used to being outside, but it was a lot of in and out, in and out. This time I'm just going to bring them out to the greenhouse, put the fan on, and leave it. I'm not traipsing back in the house with flats after flats. We ended up losing a flat on the ground because one of the kids tripped and dropped it or whatever. So once they're out in the greenhouse, and that's it. Whatever makes it, makes it. I'm not. It's a learning experience, that's for sure. Hamburger Mongolian noodle. Oh, you making that? Pizza. Yum, 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 yum. I love cheese and onion pizza. I do. I can do without the pepperoni and all the additives on there, but I love onion on my pizza. And I like green peppers on my pizza. Hamburger. Are you making that again, Shift Kicker? I just don't feel like making anything. Usually I have stuff thawed out and all that ready, but I just didn't today. I usually go in the morning down to the freezer and get what I need and then put it out. And I didn't. So that's all right. You made the honey chicken? I have a few recipes that I have out that I'm going to work on and make. So tomorrow I'll probably, if like tomorrow's going to be a busy day if he's home. So I would do any prep work during the day or maybe crock pot meal, but I'm just not a fan of crock pot meals. What I like about these ones from Botanical Interests is this is another envelope, a sealed envelope inside this. So that's what I really like about that. But I'm just not a big crock pot person. I like to do my ribs in the crock pot. Oh, and then finish them off in the oven. But we also have some leftover meals that I put in the oven. I mean, in the freezer. I could pull those out. It's like a couple pieces of meatloaf with some mashed potatoes and veggies, and then there was some of the chicken The honey chicken. I could do those and just get them. That way I could get them out of the freezer. I'll have to see. Chris got the rest of the rocks for the sump pump downstairs. All that he has to do now is carve out that hole in the door to run the pump through the pipe, because I can't close the pipe. I can't close the door, and it lets a lot of draft in, and he didn't finish that part, and that I'm going to have him work on that too, because I want to be able to close that door. I just don't like that door staying open, not even a little bit. Okay. Barbecue pork chops. Would you be making those, Sharon? I made barbecue country style ribs the other night. They were pretty much all wiped out too. I had a couple the next night for leftovers and they were gone. Okay, what's next on my list? My list. I'm almost done, guys. The lettuce, the carrots, they're all so small. I need to get them out in the ground. And the onions. Silver Queen corn. Celery, parsley. Are those seeds about 6 inches apart and covered with a 1/4 inch of fine soil? I've never done any herbs. Harvest when buds begin to form up until frost. I don't even know what the seeds look like. Yeah, I do I don't do pork chops. I don't like pork chops, but I like country style pork ribs. I don't like pork chops. Oh wow, these are small seeds. Oh, okay. I'm wondering, since they're so small, if it's even worth putting them on the coffee filter. I'll try it. I'll try a couple of parsley and I'll try a couple on the coffee filter of the parsley, the celery, and the basil. I'll even try some onions and see if they work. I'll try all of this stuff on the coffee filters, and then if they don't germinate, then I'll throw them in soil, because I have to wait. I have to work on the soil tonight and let it sit for 24 hours, and I may end up just doing that tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on what time I finish this. I gotta boil the water, and I gotta take everything off my oven top, my stove top, because I have the cooking stuff over there. So I have to boil all the water, get all the soil in the metal tin, and then let it sit for 24 hours. Then I could mix up, then I could start. Bye, Sharon. Have a good day, honey. Oh, okay. So I'll try it, the coffee filter. It's the only way I'm going to learn if it can be done or not is if I throw them on the coffee filter. I've never done basil or parsley or any of that. They're not too small. And there's so many seeds that I can, if if it doesn't work, I can just go and straight put them in the soil once the seed starting soil is done too. So I'm not too worried. Before I just got freaked out about everything had to be perfect. And if it didn't work, I'd be all wound out. And now, you know what? I don't care. I can always just start it the right way after, right into a pot of seed starting mix and be done. What's the worst? I wasted a couple bags. No big deal. I had to learn to loosen up, people. All right. So the basil is done. We'll do some parsley. Although I have enough spices downstairs in my spice buckets for many, many, many years. But when I want to cook with stuff and use fresh stuff, I'm going to use this stuff. If it grows. You never know. Bye, Sharon. Sierra loves pesto. It says here, use in salad dressings, poultry, soups, and as an ingredient of pesto. Maybe I'll try to learn how to make pesto. I don't like pesto, but I would learn to try to make it and see if Sierra would eat it. I get it in the jars for her. But, we'll see. It could be on a project for me for next year, making pesto. I can't stand the taste of it, though. Whoa. Awful. I got 2 big sweet onions that I was going to make fried onion petals. I might do that. I got to use up the onions anyway. But I had said no more fried foods because of my cholesterol. So maybe I'll just stick them in plain or single Italian. Maybe I'll just save them for salads. I don't know. Never, ever done herbs, guys. I see Lake Fairy's got them in her house. She does a lot of herbs, too. I've just never done it, so I'm trying it for the first time ever. We shall see, because it's a lot of soil. We're going to have to fill the bed of his truck up with bags of soil just to get this stuff in there. No more gummies. They made you too loose. Yeah, they did. They sure did. Did you watch that video? Is that why you're saying it? Yeah, did you finally watch my gummy video? Oh my God, you'd ask Chris. He was ready to kill me. He was just so mad at me. So mad at me because I was supposed to wait for him, and then I took him in the shower right before the shower, and I sent him to Walmart so he couldn't stay home and watch me. And when he got home, I was out. I was delirious. He came right to the couch. I heard footsteps. He came right to check on me, and I'm just delirious. He was so pissed. Every time I looked over and I saw his mad face, I laughed even harder, and I was just laughing for hours and hours and hours. It was insane. I forgot. I got to go get Sierra in an hour, so I got to kind of limit what I got to start before I go get her. I'm getting hungry, but I only had a little bit of tuna fish that I ate on the live stream this morning. Let's see. So I have a lot of seeds started. Well, they're not started. They're in baggies. And some of these seeds have been sitting for a couple years. I don't know what the name of the gummy video was. I didn't actually take them and do a video on it. It was just me talking about it, my experience. It was on a live stream probably. Oh, no. I was in no shape to control my phone. That's what I take my videos on. I was in no shape. I couldn't even tell if it was up or down. I laughed so hard I started peeing my pants at the couch. So I ran down the hallway and got in the bathroom, and the man just left me there. Didn't bring me any clothes to change into. Luckily, I didn't pee on the couch, but I was dribbling as I was running. I was laughing so hard, and it was nothing. He wasn't talking to me. It was just stuff that was popping into my head. I remember everything. And then commercials would come on the TV and I'd be yelling at the commercial. This was a couple months ago. I was trying them for my body pains. My sister, who's an avid smoker, and she works out of one of those pot farms, she's like, oh yeah, I can get you the gummies. Well, she didn't know that I'd ever touched weed and stuff like that, that I don't do that. And so she's like, oh, you'll be okay to take 2. I took 2 and I was... Oh my God, it was awful. Chris was so upset with me. I was sitting over at the couch and I would look over here to this spot where his seat is. And he had the meanest, grumpiest look on his face. And I would just bust out even harder laughing. It's awful. I've never done that. I was doing it for the pain, my aches and pains, but I didn't feel nothing. I can tell you that. But the dizziness and it was uncontrollable laughter, to the point I was peeing and I had tears running down my face, and I was all by myself over there, all by myself, and I couldn't lay down and shut my eyes. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I had to close my eyes. Keeping my eyes open was way worse. I was so dizzy and it was awful. Leon drugs. It was just 2 little gummies. I gave the rest of the gummies to my parents because all my family, they do all that stuff, and I don't. Chris was a massive pothead when I met him too. Massive. I don't know how he's still alive, honestly. I don't. Start indoors in a sunny window 4 to 6 weeks before transplanting outdoors. Oh, so I can do the marigolds. All right. At least if I can start the roots. And if they don't sprout or whatever, I can just put some in soil. Okay. I needed a half of one. You're right. A half of a half, honestly. Whew. But I don't like that uncontrollable feeling of myself either. So I don't think I'll ever do it again. Ever. Nope. Yeah, it was insane. These are called Queen Sophia. Oh, I gotta get a baggie. Luckily, I have 3,000 boxes of baggies downstairs in my stash. Marigold. First time I ever growing a flower, too. I'm doing it to put near my tomatoes and stuff. Queen Sophia. Because I would not grow flowers normally. I don't like flowers. I'm not a flower person, but I'm going to do anything to help my tomatoes along. Chris stops cold turkey. I never thought he would. Oh, it's right there. He stopped cold turkey, and he was a massive pothead. He had a job where he could, oh my God, these things are huge. Look at this marigold seed. He had a job where everybody smoked and ran the wood processors and wood cutting stuff. And the guy only hired those kind of people because he could take advantage of them all. You know, they would work overtime and not expect overtime pay. You know, so, but those were his younger years. You know, once he got his CDL, he stopped cold turkey and has never touched it since. And my dad didn't know, and my dad's over here offering him some. He's like, no, I can't. But my dad, he only does that, at night to relax for a little bit, and it's not all the time, and it's legal here now, so. Mine is still doing it for me. I just lost an old boyfriend to COVID, but he was a massive drug user too. He's a massive drug user. Yeah. Yep. So I don't know what I might be doing for dinner. All right. The rest of these seeds, I probably have to start. Has anybody ever grown corn in a greenhouse? Do you know? It'd be worth trying. I wonder if Danny and Wanda did from Deep South. I don't know. The onions I'm going to have to start tomorrow. The celery, onions. Did I do the lettuce? Did I do the bib lettuce? No, because it was too small. And the carrots. So these ones I'm going to start in the soil tomorrow after I get it all boiled up in the corn. I wonder. Oh, Ginger Ninja gave me some corn. That's right, too. Let me find that. Yes, she did. She gave me some corn. And gourds, but I don't know anything about gourds, but she did give me corn. Let me pull those out. She gave me Silver Queen, my favorite. And it's crazy because this Silver Queen is white and her Silver Queen is red. I'm going to do both. I'll try them because they're going to go in the ground over by the end of the green garage. I'll just try a couple and then I'll put some directly in the ground too when it's time to sow them. But we'll try to germinate some too and see what happens. The worst thing that can happen is they don't do it and then I know not to do that again. So I'm learning and I'm having fun right now. Having a good time, guys. Okay. Oh, I gotta make the baggies first. So this is going to be the Heirloom Seeds of New England. Silver Queen corn. Or 122. And then this one's going to be Ginger Ninja Silver Queen corn. That's what I'm going to call it. Ginger Ninja Silver Queen corn. Ginger Ninja Silver Queen corn. Okay. I let my cigarette burn out again. All right. So we're going to do Silver Queen Ginger Ninja first. I'll just do 2 to start with. Because if it doesn't germinate this way, then I can throw the rest in the ground. It's just a kind of a little experiment, guys. What time do you work till, Firefly? Do you have a set time every night that you get out? After this, I'm done. Then I'm going to bring the soil in and, well, I got to boil the water. I'll do 2 of these as well, just to see if I can germinate them this way. You never know, guys. You never know. And that weather, the sun keeps popping in and out, and it keeps getting chilly, and then it gets a little warm. I've already been on 2.5 hours. Holy cow. All right. Well, after this, I'm going to end the live so I can go clean my kitchen and get the water boiling so I can get the seed starting mix started. And that way tomorrow I can start the all the little stuff into some seed starting. I could do it without boiling it, but I don't want to. I want to kill any gnats that I might have that might start, or any eggs. Hey, Southern boy. How are you? All right, all my seeds are packaged that wow, I need another bin just for all the ones, because I don't put them back in with my other seeds until the end of the year so that I can see which ones I planted, and that way if they don't work, and I can keep note and throw, not do them again. Two and a half hours. Oh my God. It went. See, this is why I take you guys along, because this felt like no time at all. No time at all. Ginger Ninja, your Silver Queen corn. All right, guys. So I think I'm going to end the stream because I have to go use the bathroom and I got to go put these. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'll show you. Oh my gosh. I think this is the most I ever did. These are all my baggies. All my stuff that I started that I'm going to try to germinate. So I'm going to put them in a bigger box. Let me go get the box. I still got cookies sitting out on the tray in here. 2 trays of cookies I got to put in the bins. So I'm going to take this and I forgot the lid. Oh my God. There we go. I don't have a bigger. Oh, I do have a bigger one. Hold on. It's the ones I put the cookies in, but I have 2 of them. Hold on. Oh, let me show you guys what I got at the thrift store. Me and Chris both thought it was the cutest thing. Hold on. Let me go get it. Okay. Hold on. So I'm going to put them all in this bin. This is what I put my cookies in when I make cookies. This will give them more room. And the bag fits nice and, yeah. Then I just put the cover on it. And I let it stay in a warm spot. And I just check on it. And every time I get germination, we start planting. But look what me and Chris found at the Salvation Army the other day. It's adorable, okay? It's for when you're cooking outside on the grill. Oh, it's tagged down. Oh, it's got little, I didn't even notice that. This side don't come up. Oh, it's stapled. So it has a little elastic knot and you can put your food in it. And when you're, not eating it right away, you just put this screen over it. And then it came with a bigger one too. Look at how big that is. And it was $3.99 for both pieces together. So one end is enclosed and then you just bring the other end. Hold on, let me take the tag off. We found a cute picnic basket with like 4 plates, 4 knives, 4 spoons, 4 forks, 4 cups, everything. And it's in a wicker basket with a little handle. But yeah, so this you just pull down the pulley, the elastic thing, and there's oh, for heaven's sakes. There's a bead on this side, just a bead. So we have 2. You could put burgers, your meat in there, and no flies, because we have a lot of flies over by our picnic table. our patio table. So for $4 for the whole set, I thought both the pieces, I thought that was pretty neat. Pretty neat. Isn't that cool? It looks pretty easy. You could make one. It looks like somebody made it. Just little pieces of wood here, a dowel. It looks like a wooden dowel. And then they're all wound. See that? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. Because I hate eating outside when there's stuff flying around and whatnot. So, anyway, I'm going to have one more cigarette with you, and then I'm going to clean this mess up. I haven't even gone outside to see if anything sprouted in the greenhouse, but it looks like it's going to start downpouring. And I'm going to clean up the kitchen, get the soil in here, and get the water boiling, and get that sitting on the table overnight. That's what I did last year. And then I'll start the onions, the lettuce, all these, the rest of these things. The onions, celery, onions, and some carrots and bib lettuce. I'll start inside. But all those that you saw, the envelopes, plus all these are what I did last year. All these other ones I did last year. That's how much I did. I did paisanos and Amish paste and Romas, and I did like 5 to 10 Romas plants, and I had over 80. I think it was like 85 plants at one point just for tomatoes. Just tomatoes last year, and I'm not doing that. Not doing that this year. And this way, whatever doesn't germinate, I'll start again, and I'll do them when it gets warmer. Oh yeah, Sierra. Nope, it's only 1:39, so I have to get her at 2:30. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm just texting Sierra's friend's mother because I don't have her schedule. I only have her schedule till the 8th, and then so I'm going to need her schedule on her days. She's only having me pick her up until the middle of May, and then her cousin comes home from college and takes care of her. All that money has been going to work, the truck work and the car work that we've had. So it's been a blessing so that we haven't had to take from our bill money. And that's about $150 a week. I bring her home three times a week, and once to her appointment out further. So, and then I think that she signed up to go to that other high school. So next year I won't have to do that. So I appreciate everybody coming along with me today. I didn't think anybody would want to watch it. Let me see. So these are all the stuff that I grew. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh my God. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, Holy crap. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 different packets of seeds. 36. And there's more than one seed, so can you imagine if everything germinates? But I'll be a little bit choosier this time. And that's just like not even a lot of different vegetables. It's a lot of each kind of vegetable. I don't do cabbage. I don't do broccoli. Oh, I did broccoli outside. But I don't do cabbage. I don't do asparagus and beets and turnips and leeks and squash, cauliflower. I don't do any of that stuff. So, hold on. All right. Just texting her. She's going to give me her new schedule. So, anyways, I'm going to let everybody go. And it was nice of you guys to come along. I will probably do a video on my seeds soil because I'm going to do that right now after. And maybe I'll do either do a video of me putting the germinated seeds in the soil when they're germinated, or maybe I'll do a live again and actually plant the germinated stuff into the seeds soil. I'll play it by ear. I do want to do at least a little snippet of video for it so that I have it for my channel as the process goes. Like I did a little snippet today before I went live. So I might do the same thing. I may start it all in a video and then go live. But I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out. If you've never tried it with the coffee filters, do that. It's so much easier, and they're made so that there's no lint like in the paper towels, so nothing. It's not hard at all to get them off of this, and you don't risk the roots. That's what I was finding. I was ripping the roots when they were stuck in the paper towel. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Excuse my language. I dropped my cigarette. Anyways, that's my way of saying I gotta go, guys. I appreciate you all. See you all later. I gotta go make sure I didn't burn myself. Bye.